one-timers here, Matt and Justin. Let's talk about this one. Germany, who won Group G, taking on Algeria, the unlikely runners-up in Group H. And this one... What's that?
The Desert Foxes.
Yep, the Desert Foxes. They needed that draw against Russia to get in. They got it. They did lead Belgium for a long time, but ended up losing that one. That was the game one. And then game two, they had an offensive splurge. Defeated Korea Republic 4-2. But I think this is a big moment for Algeria because, remember, back in 1982, Germany scored an early goal against Austria, and then both teams played the rest of the game just pretty much just passing around because they knew that was all that was needed to get both teams into the knockout phase, and the team that was left behind was Algeria. And a lot of folks saying that Algeria is now excited that they get a chance to really kind of get back and get to play Germany all these years after that.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching the Algeria-Russia game. Algeria plays a lot of heart. I think the fans are going absolutely crazy and deservingly so. Number 21? No, not number 21. Djabu? I don't know if I'm probably not pronouncing that right. They had this one guy who was an absolute animal. They had a couple players who were taking it to Russia, and those are probably a lot of players who are on Zenit or Barry's team, and Algeria just looks a better team. Obviously, this is probably the biggest lopsided match, in my opinion, in this knockout round. It'll be interesting to see how much possession Algeria gets, but I think that the thing with Germany, I think teams, you really have to counter. I think once Germany sets their defense up, they're so hard to beat because they're so big on defense.
Yeah.
And they have so many big guys. All their guys are 6'3", 6'4". So once they are set up, their speed, lack of speed doesn't matter. But some of the guys on Algeria can test them. I remember Algeria did a great job taking down on the counter a lot of the various teams and showed off their counterattack. So if they can counterattack and get a goal or two, get a goal maybe early, and then they have to defend like Desert Foxes, there could be that's really what they would have to do. We're not going to get too many chances. Germany really showed off against us what they can do with possession. So it's going to be an uphill battle.
I agree. I think Germany. I agree with you. This is probably the most lopsided match. I think Germany they should beat Algeria. But with that being said, Algeria played very well defensively. It took Belgium all the way till the 80th minute, I think, or maybe about I think it was maybe the 78th or something minute until they figured out how Belgium was able to score on Algeria. So Algeria plays a very good defensive style, but they do counter fairly well, and I think that very well could be dangerous for Germany because sure they had possession, everything against the United States, but they only won 1-0, and it took a moment of real brilliance from Mueller to score that one goal. So Algeria defending basically kind of the same way the U.S. is going to defend. It will really come down to if they have that speed to counter, because we saw that with Ghana. Germany was terrible against Ghana when Ghana was using their speed because they're playing all four defensive guys are all four center backs for their club. So there's no real speed on the back line for Germany. Lahm's not even playing in his normal spot. He's playing in the midfield. So I think if Algeria can use some speed, that can possibly spell some danger for the Germans.
I don't know if I agree with the Germany strategy. I think Lahm is one of the best wing backs that there are. I think he's so smart and so good at hustling back. I know Schweinsteiger is getting older, but I think Schweinsteiger, where Lahm is now, would be more effective where he is, and then Lahm in the back.
Yes.
Or I'm not sure if Kadir is in the roster or not, but Kadir, I know he could also do that as well. It's it's one of those things where we know sports, and I think me and you've kind of seen it with in March Madness or some and another tournament of that type. When you have a team like Algeria or like Mercer in Final Four that they're kind of, I don't want to say happy to be there, but they kind of know that everything from this point on is going to be icing on the cake. I think their fans kind of know it'll be an absolutely huge upset if they beat one of the tournament favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But when you know that you can't fail to some degree, if Algeria were to lose 2-3-0, I don't think anyone would bat an eye. I mean, they'd be disappointed, of course, but I don't think anyone wouldn't expect that type of result. So I think that's something dangerous to say when the teams like Algeria know that they're playing to win, and they have the country behind them, and they're already so proud of them and their results. So I think Algeria is going to be dangerous. I think it's going to take a late winner from Germany to win. I think it's going to be either a 1-0, 2-1 game. I think that's a ballsy pick versus a loss. But I think that's what's going to happen.
I think Germany does get through this one, but I think it will be a little bit tougher than what most people think. I'm willing to say that it could very well be a 0-0 game, and Klose has to come in and get the winner, which would also give him that record too, which would be a pretty special event. But also, I mean, like I said, Algeria, I still think people are pretty salty in Algeria about what Germany and Austria did way back in '82, and now this is a chance for Algeria to knock Germany, one of the favorites, out of the tournament. But I think I do agree with you. Both of us are taking Germany in this one.